Hi, this is Claire again with the full moon cards. They were already drawn in the German version of the video as always. And I just wanted to let you know at the beginning that I will be on vacation until June. So our next reading will be in July 13th. So you know. So we are doing a little bit of extra length this time because I have also added the Greenwich Oracle in German. Yes, Green Magic with Sherilyn Darcy. I hope I say it right. So this is the card I have added from this oracle. And I also wanted to show you some other oracles I have seen. I don't know what it's like with you, but in my life things pop up and then I find like 3 or 4 or 5 decks at a time and then it's calm again. So yes, there's a lot of things going on right now. And just first to say this, today we are using the Good Karma Tarot from Kerry. This is a German version. I think it will be out in English too. So this was the card in my correspondence course, my German correspondence course on tarot. This was one of the participants, I hope this is right, who told me about this tarot, and it is really lovely. I will show you some cards. It is really lovely because she wanted something that is not so medieval like the Rider-Waite or Smith-Waite deck. She wanted something more modern and yes, with pictures that are not frightening, so to say, but clear. And yes, this is lovely. It's really cute. It reminds me a little bit of the Modern Witch Tarot, but it has its own style, its own flavor, so to say. It has a unique energy. It is multicultural, I think you say. It is inclusive, so I like it. And different kinds of people. The kings in this deck, as we will see here, are male. So this is balanced. Yes, here, Judgment. Very beautiful. The idea behind the card is shown very beautifully. The 4 of Pentacles or coins. So the meanings are seen here, or like the Empress, and here you have the pomegranate. That is a classical symbol of her. So it is modern, it is new, but it is, yes, it's beautiful. It's not superficial. Yeah, you know, some decks are just design, so to say. They are just, here, strength. Isn't that beautiful? But this also is about meaning. The Queen of Wands with her little kitty. Yes, so you can have a look at it. And we will have a look in depth at these cards too. But I wanted to show you 2 more decks I have found in the past days. So yes, I will do in the description of the video, I will do chapters. Yeah, one of my German followers said, well, why don't you do chapters? And he did some chapters in the comments to help people see when the reading really starts. So I thought, yes, I can do this too. So please, I will put in the description chapters. Because I wanted to show you some lovely decks I have found. There is first of all Wendy Andrews. You might know these both artists I'm showing you. Wendy Andrews, she's also on Instagram and so on, and I'm following her art for quite a while. And she has this lovely Goddess Dream Oracle. I don't know why I didn't find it earlier. And if you want to have a look at the cards, they are so beautiful and I think you say profound in English. They are deep. Let's say it like this, they are really deep and strong. And yes, these are motifs, many people know them. Yeah, they are well known. Some are not so well known, so it's also many discoveries of pictures you might not have seen before, and that are truly enchanting, strong. There is really strength to these cards. Like here, the dreaming, transformation. Yes, some are like a little bit kitsch, you could say, but it's always what you prefer, what you like, and yes, they are very touching. Very many facets also. It's not just like one type of woman, one type of life stage, one type of energy, so to say. It's really different. This is also very well known, this motif. There are many different perceptions that are shown. I really like them. Yes, the hairs, so lovely. I love this hair. There's also like a greeting card from this, where a hare is sleeping on a swan who is flying through the sky. This is so beautiful. This is also very well known, I think. So it's beautiful to have this on cards. Yeah, it is really great. I really, really like them. So I wanted to show you, and I want to show you one last deck and then we will start. But since we will have a break, it's maybe nice to have some extra length in this video. And these are the Earth Angels from Amanda Clark. And this is also an artist I'm following for quite a while. And I had some problems. Amazon, one buyer also told us the cards, when they come to you, they are like, they stick together. This is, I don't know if the color did not dry correctly or something like that. So I just separated them very carefully. And then if you have separated them, you can like knack, we say in English, knack, 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 at the edges, and then you can carefully pull them away. So this worked very good for me. I know this is not the optimum, and it is very sad because she's such a great artist and she deserves the best. But yes, sometimes things happen, and I just wanted to let you know it's possible to get them and they don't stick together again, to get them away from each other, so to say. So this is really dreaming energy. It's also very strong, but also very touching. I don't know if that's the right word. It touches the soul. Let's say it like this. It really touches the soul. And with these cards, you have the meaning at the back of the card and an affirmation. But also, of course, the cards themselves speak. It's yes, there is something that cannot be put in words with this card. That simply the pictures transfer to you, like an energy transfer, you could say, in some way. The Observer. This is a very well-known card. I know this from greeting cards. I have sent it to some people, this card. Yes, very British. Very beautiful, isn't it? Yes. So it's just beautiful to see, I think. The wishing tree here, like the world tree with the stack. Yes, these are really cards to dream about your life. And dreaming is a force that is often not seen as strong as it really is. Yes, there are also some red cards. It's not just about blue light, so to say. Yeah, this is also very well known, I think. This is a motif many people might know. If you know her, you will know this motif. Clairvoyance. Very, very beautiful. So we will go on now and read the cards, but I had to show you these two decks because they really inspire me. And yes, it's always with my life. Things come, very many things come, they rush into my life, and then I have a break, nothing comes. So everything comes at once. So we will have a look at the cards now. And our first card in the reading, and you might see this fourth card here and say, what's wrong? One card fell out of the deck and it landed with the picture showing up. So I take this into the reading. Yeah. If the picture does not show up and I see the back of the card, then I put it back in the deck. Yeah. Some people turn it around and read it. This is really up to you how you prefer it. And there are no strict rules about that, not at all. And our first card is the King of Cups. He is self-confidence. He is, we have the cups, of course, the element of water, and the king in classical magic and in classical tarot, which is influenced by classical Western magic, so to say. The king is the element of fire. So this is like the yang in Chinese or Asian philosophy. This is like the driving force. This is not. Yin is more about the substance of something, and yang is the driving force. Things go on It is strong, it is proactive, it is I will do something about it. Yeah, it's not just yes, I don't know, we will see. Yeah, the element of water can be quite how you say, evasive or something like that. It is it is not the element that wants to nail things down, let's say it like that. And he is about a little bit nailing down energy, so to say. He is about boundaries, for example. Yeah, he knows who he is and he knows how he wants things, and he does it so it helps his inner well-being, his emotions. Yeah. On a practical level, this is often the man of the heart, as we say it in German. And many women, when they want to ask the card, they are like, oh, the man of the heart, and I want to have him, I want to chase him. So yes, wrong question, as I would say. But yes, people are often shown this picture of that cards would be read this way, so there's nothing wrong with thinking it, but you have to see the whole picture about reading the cards. This is not just chasing males. Yes, but the King of Cups is about your inner male also, if you are a woman, and it is a card for yourself if you are a man. It can also be your partner if you have one. A male partner. Yes. So this is about strength, it is about emotions, and it is about, if you are a male watching this, this is about being there. It is about consciousness also. Yes, because some people, they think like when I read the cards, and it's also the same with Lenormand cards, when the man or the woman card show up, or the lord and lady, however you call them, it is like, why I am showing up myself and the cards, this does not say anything to me. People often think, but this says a lot. It says a lot about your attitude. You are there, you are conscious, you are aware. Yeah, this is not what everybody does. The whole thing about how you say in English, we call it Achtsamkeit in German. This is a meditation movement and all of that, being aware of things, seeing things, and not running or rushing through your life unconscious. Is all of that is about this card, really being there. It is not as easy. Nobody would have to do meditation if it was that easy. Yeah, because we are so easily swept away. You might know Pema Chodron, the Buddhist nun, very popular. She wrote great books. She's very, really helpful. If you are into Buddhism or not is not the matter. Her books are helpful. And she has this concept of Tibetan Buddhism, Shenpa, which means being hooked up. Yeah, and this card is about really the difference. It is a non-Shenpa card, so to say. This is about not being hooked up, but being centered, being grounded, being really in yourself. Yeah, you also know this from shamanism. Our soul is very easily drawn away. Yeah, we are used to be somewhere different with our thoughts, where our bodies can never follow. The whole day scrolling our phone or things like that. This does something to people. Yeah, and this is really about centeredness, focus. Oh, I know, mindfulness. Achtsamkeit is mindfulness. So the whole mindfulness thing would not be necessary if it was that easy. Yeah, and this is mindfulness. This is inner strength. This is really being there, being in your own life. If you are a male, but also for women, about their inner man, about their yang aspect, so to say. Nobody is without the other element. It's always a mix in us. So it's a wonderful card for this time. And in the middle we have like a Santa Muerte, the death card, and she has this like the circle of life. Here it is coming, and there are little leaves and the buds and the flowers, and then we have fruits and at least some dry leaves. So this is a circle of life, and this is like, she looks really like some depictions of Santa Muerte where she is having two faces. It also reminds me of Hehl in our German past, or Holle, Frau Holle, or Mother Holle, as you say in English. She's also connected to that. So some people even say it's the same, but I would not say. I think they are different entities. Yes, but it is life and death, and it is change. It is the ever, like Santa Muerte also in the Mexican traditions, it is the ever-present force of change. She is always stronger. You cannot get away from her. But is this card really harsh? No, it's not. And some people, they think when I say it's not that harsh, that I just want to smear honey around their face, as we say in German. So it's not to sugarcoat anything. Yeah, it's not to make it easier, and in fact it would be a bad card. It is not. I have like very many years. I'm a woman, I don't talk about my age. No, I have about 30 years with the cards. I started as a teen, as many people do. Very many people start as teens. So I never seen something really severe happening with this card when there are no bad cards around, and there are no bad cards around here. This is not also, some people think something shocking will happen, or something that overwhelms them, or things like that. And no, this is not the case. This is not the Tower, it is not the Ten of Swords or something like that. These are harsh and sharp cards. There are other cards too that are very, yes, very sharp. But this is organic. This is just life happening. Life and death, the eternal circle. And in fact, there is no death, it's just change. But of course, when someone dies, or when an idea dies, or when we have to let go of something, it's not easy. So I'm not sugarcoating. Yeah, there are many people, I think, in your country, maybe too, in the esoteric and spiritual fields, who are just like, oh, you just have to let go and everything will be easy, and I'm like, oh yes, we would have no problems if this was so easy. So let's stay true to life. Yeah, it's not always easy, but it's inevitable. You will not get around it, so better you go with it and through it, and that's the best way, because that's the way of life. This card is never unnatural. It is an organic card, I always say. Organic in the way that this is just the way, and it's very beautiful depicted here. It's just the way that life is. Yeah, it's also a realism card in this way, and often, very often, a card of initiation, because initiation is about death. It is about the old me dying and a new me coming up. It is like when you get a child, or I think you don't say get a child in English, but when you are birthing, yeah, before labor you are a woman with a child in the belly. After labor you are a mom, and it will never go away. And even you are a mom before. You are a mom as soon as you know there is someone in your belly. So it is really strong. It is these things that change you. It is profound. It is really, really deep, this card. And these are these moments, also becoming a dad, as I know from my partner, is also very changing. You had a life before and you have a life after it, yeah? But you cannot undo it. And in practical life, to come, it's not just about the very, very big topics in our life. In practical life, it is about letting go, changing. It's like one door opens and the other one closes, yeah? And you really have to let go with the flow, allow this to happen, to change. This card can only go wrong if we work against it. It's it's like when people are using in real life, like Botox or something like that, and fillers, and I don't know what can be done. And it won't make their life one day longer, maybe even shorter. So yes, this is about life. Here could also the word could also be life. Yeah, Tod in German is here. It could also be life, this word, because this is forever intermingled. Yeah, really strong card. We could talk here for days. It wouldn't become boring, but these are some keywords for it. Yeah, in practical life, it's always something will change, and don't work against it. Go with it, and everything will be as it is destined, as life is, and you cannot go against life. Yes, so our third card is a little bit easier. This is a Six of Swords. You might know it from the classical tarot, where there are people in a boat and they are coming from rocky waves into calm waters. And yes, this is about it becomes easier. This card does not depict it too much, because climbing in a hill is very, or a mountain is very, you need a lot of strength. It is a lot of work. But you have these swords. And in classical magic, the 6 is a card or the number of Tiferet on the tree of life. It is about beauty. It is about harmony. beauty not as a superficial concept, but as really harmony. Everything is at its place, everything is balanced, you could say. And the swords are our mind, our rational thinking, our head. So this is a card of making good plans, good lists, and they will get you over the mountain, so to say. Yes, it is really about planning. It is about your mind energy. And this does not say that your gut feelings or your heart or your emotions would not be needed. This is not the case here. But it says listen to your head. Yeah, sometimes this mental energy is also very important, and here it really is. Make good plans, collect your ideas, write them down. It's so easy to forget. Yeah, the best ideas, sometimes really great ideas, but yes, when you don't write them down, they are away, or you can speak them into an audio in your phone or whatever is handy. Just collect them, as in this bag. Yeah, and we have a fourth card that was jumping out of the deck, the Knight of Swords. And he is fighting. Yeah, it's like in classical tarot, but he has this boxing sack, we say in German. I don't know what it's in English. Boxsack, we say in German. So this thing here for training, but he is really fighting against it. And this energy can be positive or negative. This is really a card that is depending on its circumstances. So when we have, for example, here, it was a King of Swords, King of Cups, or chalices or whatever, this can be very positive because you are fighting for yourself, and you are saying no when you wanted to say yes again, and things like that. So this is really, I take the courage, I take the strength, and I do it for myself. Yes. And sometimes this card can be a little bit too much in its energy, but this can be only human. Yeah, sometimes when we have put our emotions on hold, I don't know if you can say it like this, we suppressed our emotions too much, and then we finally come out and do what we always wanted to do but never dared to do, and then it is often too much, and we are too bold and too loud and too sometimes even offensive to people. But this is only human. It's better to be a little bit yes, not so good, so to say, or to be a little bit too much is better than not fighting for yourself. Yeah. If this card would be with Lady Santa, Santa Muerte, or however you want to call her, Lady Death, Mother Holle, Hail, whatever, yes, you cannot fight her. She will always be the winner. So this would be you fighting against life itself and the energy of life and the cycle of rejuvenation and the cycle of letting go and letting new things into your life. And this simply cannot work. So this would be a bad combination. And maybe this is here very important. Don't fight what happens. Don't fight the change, but fight for yourself. Yeah? So this energy, they go together well. He gives her the strength to climb it up. Yeah? And to really fight for her goals and her ideas. She has collected them here and she is really ready for the go. So they are a good team together. Yes, so when we put them together, here is our fighter. Fight for the good things, not against things that you cannot win against. And yes, you, yourself, your male energy and your emotions, being self-conscious, being aware, being mindful. Really mindful, but this is mindfulness in action. It's not just talking about it, it is really living it and living according to it. Yeah, here we have Our Lady Death. She is live. Really, this is not, it's no sugarcoating. It's really no sugarcoating. Here could also be the word life and it would be the same. And this card shows it very, very good. It's really one of the best death cards I've ever seen. She shows how it is and you just can face her. Yeah, and it will go on. Life will go on. Death will go on, however you call it. Yeah, so this is really about the cycle of life, of rejuvenation. There's also this life side. Don't look just at the skull. There's also something new, blooming and coming out of the ashes, so to say. Yeah, it's like also like no mud, no lotus, as they say in the Buddhist traditions. So yes, but we could talk for hours about her. I will stop now. And here we have the Six of Swords. Grab your things, put your thoughts together, as we would say in German. Yes, really collect your thoughts, have everything at hand, so to say, before you start your journey. And it's really about the mind energy, yeah. The head energy, it is also helpful, it is also needed. And our card I have from the Greenwich Oracle is a Chili, and she is very good also with him, this strength, this energy, yes. Chili or hot peppers, I think you say in English, this is the element of fire we see here, and here we also see Aries, Widder, we call it in German. So the male ram, oh, I think ram is already male. Ooh, male sheep, let's think like this. And this card is really about, I will say it again, so these cards in the Greenwich Oracle, the plants are assorted with the element of earth, fire, water and air, and of course the chili, or you might say hot pepper, is the element of fire. And this is about, I will translate it a little bit, this is about new ideas and situations and moments when you are in the middle of all of it, yeah, when you are the center person, and you will have yes, have to be reliable, and you will have opportunities for positive results. But this card also says to you, please work for your own things, for your own passions, for your own strengths, for your own what you like in life. Yeah, this is also very much about him, what we already had, for yourself, centered, mindful. Yes, this is your own passions and not the passions of other people. Yes, so we also have some correspondences here for every card. So this is how you can grow them. It's really a garden oracle, so to say. It's also practical. Here is some little magic about it, and magical correspondences like to break spells, for passion, protection from bad energies, and love, and all of that. So there are some gods and goddesses who are appropriate for this card. Mars as a heavenly body, and the yes, Aries as the zodiac sign. So these are the cards for the days to come, some more days because I'm on vacation. So we will see each other at the 13th of July again with the full moon cards. And summer is coming, at least in our hemisphere, so I wish you a wonderful time, a little bit time to relax and to enjoy, and really to, it's difficult times, yeah, and they don't seem to stop the difficulties. So I'm really wishing you some good times, because good things want to be cherished, bad comes from itself. So really the good things have to be nurtured, and yes, walk in beauty, as they say. Yeah, really try to see the best, to grow the best in your life, and to have a good time. Really have a good time. So we will see each other again, and I'm wishing you a wonderful time.